So here we go. Content driving meaningful interactions will perform much better than content driving only consumption. And I've made that point a few times here. Pages may see a decline in reach, watch time, and referral traffic depending on content. Results will vary. Okay, so that's why we've got to pump out a lot of live videos covering a wide range of content. I don't know what people want to hear or not want to hear, right? I have an idea of what their companies provide them and what they don't provide them, but I don't really necessarily know what agents are most interested in today. Sometimes I find that they're interested in things that I would have never had any idea they were interested in. So for example, if I want to do a video on the declining real estate commissions in MLS, I've discovered that agents don't give a flying flip about it. I care about it, and I'm beating the drum. You've got to implement the VIP buyer system. There's no way to grow a real estate sales team without it. But it's like agents don't care. It's not driving. It's just not driving traffic. Does that make sense? So it's like I'm on a truth quest, but the agents really are on a happiness quest.
It might be a bridge too far, right? The actual result to that comes from understanding how to do the buyer presentation and understanding how to do the buyer broker agreement. And so just telling them that, that their commissions are being compressed is almost something that they almost don't want to hear, right? So I'm with you. I had the same situation yesterday where somebody came in and talked about a co-broke, and the other agent was upset and the other agent was laughing because they're like, why didn't they call a negotiator? Why didn't they, so we're starting to get traction, but it's a tough one to go after. I do the same thing.
Yeah, we're all guilty of this. So that's why we've got to get busier as broker owners here, since we're pretty much the face and personality and leader of growing these real estate companies. We just got to get better at connecting using content. We're going to talk about that here a little bit more in a few minutes. Now, once we may think that we know what Facebook is up to, but boy, they're rolling out so many changes here in these algorithms. Way faster than I can even keep up. Every time I go back there with my marketing people, I see that they've added something or changed something that we can and can't do. All right. So one time they pulled down being able to see your audience count, and then they put it back up there, and then they rounded off to a number, and then it was a specific number, and then they went back to a rounded number. Dangest thing I ever seen. So 3 important things you can do as a brand. Okay. Focus on content that connects like-minded people. All right. Post content that naturally creates meaningful interactions, and activate niche communities through Facebook groups. So I set up a Facebook group here in Metro Atlanta called Millionaire Agent Masterclass. I just created a whole separate thing. I think you should do that with your recruiting class.
I agree.
Yeah. And that's just a group you create, but you want to connect the dots through all these various groups. All right. So we can get more to that in a little bit, but content that connects like-minded people. All right. So you probably discovered recently some content that more people are really interested in, just based on when you rolled it out there. You got any ideas on that? What would be something?
As far as when we're like agents, content agents are interested in? Yeah. So I found that agents are interested in knowing what other agents are doing to be successful. So when we're doing those success lead clues, we're doing the phone calls. I love the idea of doing that live on Facebook. Like listening to another agent who's doing really well in something, I think is really important for agents. They want to see, like when I did the masterclass, I had 4 panelists up there, and each one of them was pretty well known, and they all did something uniquely different. But every agent was like intently watching and listening to what they had to say, and that was pretty big. I was surprised that, like, I think agents go out there and go, well, they're successful, I'm going to listen to what they say, and that's part of the masterclass. But I think that's a great thing to put out there, as opposed to just a video, a recorded audio. I think it's great to do Facebook Live.
Yep. All right. So I like that. Agents are interested in what other agents are doing to be successful.